What's up guys, my name is Ace, and the final season for Modern Warfare 2, Season 6, is right around the corner. It will be launching next week, and today we got the full reveal blog post that describes basically everything we're going to be seeing, at least within the launch of the season. Now, at the time of recording this video, even though they revealed all the information, surprisingly, they haven't released a roadmap yet. I'm not too sure when we can expect to see that. Maybe even by the time this video goes up, that roadmap will be available. But as a result, it's possible we're missing some mid-season content that wasn't mentioned in this blog post. But starting it off, the big theme with this season appears to be very Halloween related when you look at all the bundles and the events and stuff that are coming throughout the season. And we are once again getting a haunting event, which is going to take place in Warzone as well as multiplayer. So on the Warzone side, they're going to have things like Zombie Royale, like we've been used to for the past several years in Warzone. But on top of this, for multiplayer, two of the maps are going to be reskinned with a Halloween theme. We have El Asilo as well as Embassy. And Embassy especially looks interesting because it's now a nighttime setting, whereas El Asilo, it looks like the lighting is pretty much the same. They just added Halloween decorations to it. Additionally, they have a twist on the existing modes in the game, so there's Haunting Domination, Kill Confirmed, Drop Zone, and Infected that are going to be coming. And those are basically just the exact same modes, but they'll have a Halloween theme related to it. So in Kill Confirmed, for instance, instead of dog tags, we're picking up enemy skulls. And then finally, for the Halloween theme for this season, throughout that haunting event, we will be able to collect enemy souls when we kill them, and we can use those souls to get items for the event. Basically the exact sort of event we saw back in Season 3 with the Trophy Hunt event. This time, instead of trophies, we're collecting souls. Next up, let's talk about the new maps that we're getting with Season 6. For Standard 6v6, we're getting a brand new one called La Casa, and this one is set in Las Almas. And they just mentioned it's a luxurious estate with a dual wing layout, and there's a bridge that connects the two wings as well as a pool that you can use to swim in. Unfortunately, no mention of how big this map is going to be, and we've got pretty limited images at this point, so we can't really tell how it's going to play out here. But that one is going to be coming with the launch of Season 6 alongside Coro Village, which is apparently going to be a remaster or at least heavily inspired by Tujane from COD 2. Now obviously it's got a very different theme attached to it, it's a bit of a snowy setting here, and they didn't say this was an exact remaster, so it might just be inspired by the layout of Tujane, but for those of you guys that haven't experienced that map, this is what the general map layout is. I definitely remember a lot of rooftop combat on this map, and I suspect it'll be quite similar with Coro Village in Modern Warfare 2. Now, as for our gunfight maps at launch, King is going to be returning from Modern Warfare 2019, and it looks like this is pretty much a direct remaster with just a few visual adjustments to it, and I think that's fine. This was one of my favorite gunfight maps from Modern Warfare 2019. On top of that, for gunfight, they are bringing a brand new gunfight map called Fight, and based on the image that we see here, it looks like it's at least very heavily inspired by Shoot House, but it's not Shoot House. Instead, they mention that you'll move through various shoot houses that feature extreme close quarters engagements. And this one definitely piques my interest. I'm curious to see how they lay this one out. So there we go. Those are the multiplayer maps we can expect with the launch of Season 6. Unfortunately, at this stage, there was no mention of any mid-season maps potentially coming to the game, outside of the visual changes coming to El Asilo as well as Embassy for the Haunting event. That will happen mid-season. So that doesn't necessarily confirm that we won't see any mid-season maps. They just haven't really mentioned anything about it yet. After that, let's talk about the new weapons that are coming with Season 6, and the first one was shown off in an image yesterday. This one's also been leaked for many months at this point. This is the ISO 9, which we have seen in Modern Warfare 2019. It seems to be almost exactly the same weapon model, and very similar to the weapon model of the ISO 45. And with this, it looks like they're just going to be cranking up that fire rate and reducing the damage a little bit from the ISO 45. Hopefully, it still provides a new and unique feeling experience with an SMG in Modern Warfare 2, but time will tell on that. We'll find out next week. That one will be in the launch battle pass for Season 6 alongside the TR-76 Geist, which is a bullpup assault rifle, and this appears to be the one that's heavily based on the MWII. And again, this one was leaked alongside the ISO 9 like 5 months ago, roughly. So it's been in the code for quite a long time, and with this one, it's going to be chambered in 7.62x39, so it will be the heaviest hitting of our bullpup assault rifles. They just mentioned it's going to be dealing solid damage with a moderate rate of fire, and it's going to have manageable recoil, and also it's going to have the ability to have a 10-round semi-auto modification on there for higher damage and greater precision. And I am looking forward to that gun. I feel like we've got enough 5.56 assault rifles, so it's nice to see something that's going to hit a little bit harder as far as a post-launch gun goes. And unfortunately, just like with the map situation, there was no mention of a mid-season gun coming to the game with Season 6. Now, like I mentioned in the video yesterday, there is a leak for a new LMG coming based on a similar model to the Mark IX Bruin from Modern Warfare 2019 or the M249 SAW, but there is no mention of it whatsoever in the blog post, so it's not confirmed at this point, but I'm really hoping we will see that, because still, at this stage, we haven't seen a single post-launch LMG in Modern Warfare 2. As for melee weapons, we are going to be seeing the dual commas, which were also leaked. This is coming at launch, again, in the Battle Pass. And also they mention mid-season there's going to be a new melee weapon, and this is the Doom Chainsaw, which looks awesome, but unfortunately this is going to be tied to a bundle, so you will have to spend COD points if you want to get this. Now fortunately with this at least, it's going to have the exact same stats and performance as the pickaxe in the game, so if you don't get this, you're not really missing out on a statistically different melee weapon. And it looks like it's going to be the same story with the super shotgun that's going to be tied to the same bundle, that Doom bundle. As far as I can tell, this is just going to be a blueprint for the Lockwood 300. So there we go. That's everything we know so far about Season 6 as far as playable content for the multiplayer side of things. One thing I will mention, normally I don't touch on skins too much, but they are adding a lot of skins in this season. I've got to say they're looking pretty cool, a lot of them. I still don't think I'm going to be buying any. I don't buy any bundles in Modern Warfare 2. I haven't yet at this point. But I do think it's pretty impressive just the sheer quantity of bundles that they've had and the fact that most of them are themed nicely for a Halloween-style event. There's a Diablo crossover in there. We have Skeletor. We have Ash from Evil Dead. We have Alucard. And of course, we have Spawn, as well as a Nikto skin for Spawn. There's quite a bit going on there when it comes to cosmetics. And overall, with my thoughts on this season, I would say as long as we do get some mid-season actual content, not just that haunting event, so I'm talking like a new gun, as well as hopefully one more 6v6 map, then I'd say it's looking like a pretty standard season with an abundance of cosmetic items. I am definitely looking forward to the haunting event. I'm glad to see that there is a decent amount for multiplayer as well. I was a bit concerned that it would basically all be focused on Warzone, but as far as we can see, they're actually doing quite a bit for the multiplayer side as well. And I am also looking forward to using the new Bullpup Assault Rifle that's going to have a higher damage than the other Bullpups in the game so far. Now, of course, these are all just my thoughts and opinions on Season 6 based on what we know so far. Of course, as always, the patch notes as far as any sort of changes to the game or bug fixes or anything, we won't be seeing that until shortly before the update hits, so time will tell on all that, but so far, it's looking like a pretty solid season. And this is where I'm curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What are you guys thinking about Season 6 of Modern Warfare 2 so far? Are you guys excited for that haunting event? Do you like any of the skins that are being added in this? And what are your thoughts on the fact that we're just getting the ISO 9, looks like pretty much ripped straight from Modern Warfare 2019, as well as the new Bullpup Malyuk? Just let me know all of those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.